I'm Kate and I'm from London. Before we talk about English, let me tell you a very short story. A few years ago, I bought my first car. Nothing fancy, just a small car that helped me move around London more easily. At the beginning, driving was stressful. I remember sitting in the car at a red light thinking, clutch, gear, mirror, indicator, speed. Every movement was conscious, every action needed thinking. Driving felt unnatural, slow, and exhausting. And then something interesting happened. One day, I realized I was driving, but not thinking about driving at all. I was thinking about what to cook for dinner, a conversation from earlier, where to go next weekend. Driving had moved from my mind into my body, and that exact moment is when I understood something very important about language. Speaking English is exactly the same. If you still have to think in English, it hasn't become automatic yet, and today I'm going to show you how English moves from thinking to feeling to automatic action. This video is not about tricks, it's about how your brain actually works. Part 1. Why think in English is bad advice for most of the time. You've probably heard this sentence hundreds of times. If you want to speak fluently, you must think in English. Sounds logical, sounds motivating, but for most learners it creates pressure, not progress. Because no one explains what thinking actually means, so learners try to force English sentences in their head, replace their native language, stop themselves from translating, feel guilty when they fail, and the result is anxiety, silence, mental block. Here's the truth. Thinking in English is not a starting point, it's a result. You don't decide to think in English, you arrive there naturally, like driving without thinking. Part 2. Your brain is not broken, it's efficient. Let's clear something important right now. If you don't think in English yet, your brain is not weak, it's actually very smart. Your brain always chooses the fastest system, the safest system, the system with the least energy. That system is your mother tongue. So when you try to speak English and your brain switches back, it's not betrayal, it's efficiency. So instead of fighting your brain, we do something smarter. We make English easier than translation. Part 3. Fluent speakers do not think in language. They think in intentions, images, emotions, reactions. Language comes after. Example: when you want to say, sorry I'm late, traffic was terrible, you don't think apology, past tense, adjective. You think stress, explanation, relief. Then English appears. So the goal is not thinking English words, the goal is thinking before words exist. Part 4. The real problem: you were trained to think too much. School trained you to be correct, avoid mistakes, speak only sure, stop if unsure. But real communication doesn't work like that. Real communication is fast, imperfect, emotional, flexible. That's why your English disappears when someone looks at you, someone waits for your answer, someone interrupts you. Your brain switches into test mode, not communication mode. Thinking in English requires permission to be imperfect. Part 5. Translation is not the enemy. How you use it is. Let's be honest, translation is not evil. Everyone translates at some point. The problem is how deep you translate. Bad translation: word to word to word to grammar to sentence. Smart transition: idea to intention to simple English. So instead of asking, how do I say this in English? Ask, what am I trying to do? Explain, complain, joke, agree, disagree. Once intention is clear, English becomes shorter and faster. Part 6. Why your mind goes blank This is critical. Many learners say, "I know English, but nothing comes to my mind." That's not a vocabulary problem, that's a permission problem. Your brain learned, if it's not perfect, don't speak, so it chooses silence. Thinking in English begins when you allow half ideas, you accept broken sentences, you continue speaking even when unsure. Fluency is built inside the mess, not after it. Part 7. A new method, intention-first thinking. This is a new approach I want you to try. I call it intention-first thinking. Here's how it works. Throughout the day, pause for 10 seconds and ask, what is my intention right now? Not in English, not in your language, just awareness. Examples: ordering food, explaining a delay, asking for help, reacting emotionally. Then allow one short English phrase to appear. Not a sentence, not grammar, just a tool. This rewires your brain to intention to English, not translation to English. Part 8. How shadowing changes your thinking, not just speaking. Shadowing is powerful because it removes choice. When you shadow, you don't choose words, you don't build grammar, you don't translate, you follow intention and rhythm. Your brain learns English doesn't need planning. That's why many learners feel fluent while shadowing. That's real thinking in English without conscious thought. Part 9. Thinking in English is about speed, not perfection. You don't think in English yet because you wait too long. You search for perfect words, you correct yourself mentally. Native speakers speak before certainty. They trust the flow. Speed creates fluency. Fluency creates confidence. Confidence creates thinking in English. Part 10. The car story comes back. Remember my car. If I had waited to drive until every movement was perfect, every situation was predictable, I'd still be sitting in that car, frozen. Instead, I drove badly at first, then less badly, then naturally. English works the same way. Part 11. A 7-day reset plan, realistic and human. Day 1 to 2. Stop correcting yourself. Finish thoughts. Day 3. Shadow daily conversation audio. Day 4. Speak out loud alone for 3 minutes. Day 5. Describe actions simply. Walking, waiting, thinking. Day 6. React emotionally in English. Really? No way? That's annoying. Day 7. Record a 2-minute free talk. No script, no restart. Part 12. Identity, the final barrier. You don't think in English because you still see English as a skill, a subject, a performance. Fluent speakers see English as a voice, a tool, a part of themselves. The shift happens when English stops being special. Final message, the real truth. Thinking in English is not a goal, it's a side effect of listening deeply, speaking imperfectly, acting before thinking, letting go of control, just like driving. If this video helped you, comment, "I choose flow over perfection." I'm Kate from London, and I'll see you in the next lesson.